the reels of me being attacked and videos of me being assaulted have gone viral. So somewhere there is a fear of, there's a fear of being attacked again. I'm scared. I don't want to lie and say that I'm okay, but to an extent, I'm definitely fearing what had happened to happen again, probably. Of course, it is a little discouraging, but we as reporters and journalists cannot stop doing our job. What was the word they used? Non-violence. I have been coming since day one when most of these protesters were not even there. They were sitting in their homes and maybe just tweeting away or probably watching reels on Instagram.
Will you go back to cover Cockroach Jantar Party's protest?
I'm honestly a bit discouraged. I am not scared about being beaten up or anything.
Hello and welcome. When journalists hit the streets, they are expected to bring out stories from ground and not become a part of headlines themselves. But what happened with Times Now's Dev Kotak is simply impossible to ignore. We all have covered Cockroach Jantar Party's protests regularly, and any one of us could have been subjected to what Dev went through. So my first question to you is, Dev, where did it all start from?
It was in the main protest site at Jantar Mantar, which is the core buffer zone between both the sides of the barricades, where the demarcated protest spot has been allotted to the protesters for the CJP as well.
Right.
So this is where the whole incident took place at a time when my interview was lined up, and because the atmosphere started to get a little more intense and heated up, we decided to get out of that core buffer zone and take ourselves to a safely secure zone. But while we were on our way out, that time only things started to worsen a little bit, and that's where the hooting, shrieking, and later the violence began.
Right. And we have all seen those visuals out there. Viewers, let me tell you this, that Dev is one such reporter who has covered this protest since day one. You also went to RML hospital, you spoke to the injured there. But when this happened to you yourself, did it all make you a little bitter?
It made me sad and upset at the fact that, firstly, why are people accusing me of doing one-sided journalism when I'm not? I covered the story of the injured cops, the injured protesters. So there is the balance right there. So what is the point of attacking me and wrongly accusing me? I have been coming since day one when most of these protesters were not even there. They were sitting in their homes and maybe just tweeting away or probably watching reels on Instagram. So I have been there, be it rain, hail, sunshine, with this kind of humidity also, we have been out there. So it is wrong to attack us and accuse us of engaging in unfair and biased journalism.
Right. And I also want to know the reaction of your family members, because they must have really been worried after seeing all those visuals.
Yeah, worried to an extent that they feel that there might be pending death threats. People might approach our homes and maybe attack our family members also on the streets. My wife and mother are the most worried, but I've told them not to reply to anyone or engage with any kind of person who is commenting, because the troll army has a lot of time. And people like us who are employed and are working, we don't have time to get free from our work itself. Where are we going to sit and engage with these people? Family is extremely worried for my safety. So much to an extent that yesterday when I had to, my phone was snatched. So yesterday I had to get a duplicate SIM card. I waited till the end of day and I went after dark. And that too, when I was in an auto rickshaw, I wore a mask so as to avoid being recognized, because the reels of me being attacked and videos of me being assaulted have gone viral. So somewhere there is a fear of, there's a fear of being attacked again. I'm scared. I don't want to lie and say that I'm okay, but to an extent I'm definitely fearing what had happened to happen again, probably. So just want to stay safe. That's about it.
And some of our other reporters, including Shefali and Jyoti, were also hounded and killed right there. And yet you chose to go there. That also speaks volumes of your courage. But also tell us that, did you see this at all coming?
I know reporters are being subjected to harassment, verbal abuse and violence, but because I have had a good rapport with all the CJP founders right from day one, having covered them and doing it in a fair and just manner. So, which is why I did not anticipate that this would happen, but maybe now come to think of it, it was a poor judgment call. I could have avoided, but of course I was working hard for my channel to be able to provide them with updates just a day after the lathi charge and violent clashes incidents had happened across parts of the national capital around central Delhi. So I just thought that I should provide my channel a latest update about Mr. Sonam Wangchuk's health, about the health of the protesters, about the future plans of the Cockroach Jantar Party and the strategy in the days to come. So that is what my intention was. Beyond that, I had not really intended to do anything. I just wanted to tell a real story in a very balanced manner so that tomorrow nobody can accuse me of Godi media, but that is happening either way.
Right.
So, of course, it is a little discouraging, but we as reporters and journalists cannot stop doing our job and we have to continue. Maybe the mental trauma is there just for a few days, but because we have seen a lot of things in our journalism careers, so that is why we quickly convince ourselves to go back to work and tell ourselves that it was just another bad day at work.
That brings me to my next question, which is after having gone through all of that ordeal, will you go back to cover Cockroach Janata Party's protest?
I am honestly a bit discouraged. I am not scared about being beaten up or anything. But I am wondering to myself and thinking that the very cause of education overhauling of the entire system that I was supporting and I was trying to tell a real story about, are they even respecting us? And if Cockroach Janata Party has been at the helm of things and organizing this right from the start, then they also must take responsibility and accountability of the fact to ensure that no mischievous elements are present in the protest, because some people are just out there to create a ruckus and that defeats the purpose of the protest. What was the word they used? Non-violence. Attacking me, is that non-violence?
While we all understand that the cause behind this protest is very genuine, they are raising the issues to bring in reforms in education sector, and that's where the responsibility of CJP leaders also increase. But my question to you is that we have all seen the condemnations that have been pouring in since your video went viral. Are you? What is your reaction to the collective response of media fraternity as a whole?
This gives me immense strength because of the fact that I know that several people are standing behind me. They have also been subjected to harassment at some point in time, which is why they're telling me to move on and not respond to these faceless trolls or these attackers who, under the guise of demanding a resignation of Education Minister, how has that suddenly escalated to violence? But point being that I have been getting a lot of support. People have been standing in absolute solidarity with me across all social media platforms, so that somewhere speaks volumes about the fact that people are not in agreement with what happened with me or other reporters from Times Now like Jyoti or my colleague Shefali as well, and with other journalists also from different media outlets who have been attacked. So this is no way, but of course because we are from the same fraternity, so we stand closely with each other.
Right. And a mob is a mob. So once it goes after somebody, they do it indiscriminately. And a section of media that these supporters of Cockroach Janata Party claim that they are showing their side of the narratives have also been attacked in this. So what is your reaction to that?
So the thing is that these people are very confused who are going on a attacking spree and on a rampage. If you do the right thing, they have a problem. If you don't do the right thing, they have a problem. So it is very hard to understand their sense of thinking, their mentality, and there is no way possibly that they can be satisfied, because it is clearly evident with the fact that they are not researching and looking me up. Because at a time when I covered Abhijit Dipke more than a month back, why are you not looking at all those things? You conveniently tend to overlook the hard work and done with immense honesty towards the greater cause of education. This means that, so calling us Godi media is not really helping. How is it? And also, like, what sort of bravery or courage is this to attack a journalist who is vulnerable, and that to 100 people? You call yourselves peaceful and non-violent protesters after engaging in violence? So are these not double standards on their part as well?
And what these people with nefarious intentions do not realize is that they are harming their own cause.
Yeah, absolutely. Because if you continue to do this, the media will, in the larger scheme of things, get discouraged. If you go on a spree of beating up reporters who have come on the ground to cover your cause, will they ever come back to you again? So, like you said, that they are nullifying their own cause. They must understand this very quickly and stop this behavior immediately.
Thank you so much, Dev, for speaking with us. Thank you so much.